What's up, peeps? This is Eric with another video. This video, I'm going to talk about what are the keys to the Raiders being successful this season. Their first season ever playing in Las Vegas as the Las Vegas Raiders in their new stadium this year for the 2020 season. What's going to be the key for having success for the Raiders and having some wins and getting victories for the 2020 season? All right, let's get into it. I think the biggest factor really, if you look at last year, Derek Carr was sacked 29 times last year. The line is going to have to do even better job this year in protecting Derek Carr. I think in any football team, I think that's always their strength on offense is the offensive line. Of course, keeping your quarterback protected. And if the offensive line can keep Derek protected, Derek will have time to look down the field and run through his progressions and throw the ball to his new receivers that he has on offense, and hopefully that would translate into winning games. But also the other key for the Raiders to be successful in 2020 is their defense. We all know, as being longtime Raider fans, Raiders always had an okay defense. It hasn't been spectacular. I mean, we all know our cornerbacks struggle when teams, threw the ball down the field or went deep on us. We always had corners that were struggling and couldn't stop the tight end from the other team. Other teams tight end sometimes at times with our defense. So the defense is going to have to step it up this year. Maxx Crosby is going to have to duplicate what he did last year. He was a sack machine last year, Maxx Crosby. Hopefully he keeps that up. You got Jonathan Abrams coming back off injury. That's going to help the safety position. Arden Key, the guy that we drafted in the draft, he's going to have to prove himself that he's a worthy cornerback in this league. And then, LaMarcus Joyner is going to be there. But our linebacking core is off the chain for the Raiders. So if health wise, being healthy for our defense could just put pressure on the other teams as quarterback. You don't always have to get a sack, but put pressure. I wonder what kind of scheme Paul Guenther is going to run this year. Is he going to go man, or is he going to go 3-4, or what kind of defensive scheme Paul Guenther is going to do? But we do have strength on our defense with some new additions on defense. So hopefully the defense will step it up this year, along with to help out the offense, and the offense to help out the defense by scoring some points, and not having the defense on the field all the time, and just play complementary football. You know what I'm saying? Be good both ends of the ball, offensively and defensively. So I think those are the keys to the Raiders being successful in 2020. It's going to come down to the offensive line protecting Derek Carr, giving him enough time to throw the ball, run the ball, whatever they want to do on offense, and the defense stepping it up and making plays. Guys like Maxx Crosby, guys like Jonathan Abrams getting some interceptions this year. You know what I'm saying? The defense needs to really step it up because we were just down the stretch last year. There was a couple blowout losses from us, and then defense giving up 40 points and 30 points. I mean, you can't win in the league if your defense is giving up that many points. So hopefully Guenther has got these guys fired up, and hopefully he's got this defense ready to go. But that's my key right there. I think defensively the Raiders need to step it up on defense, obviously. And the offensive line needs to protect Carr a little bit better than they did last year. 29 sacks to me is a lot on your quarterback. So the offensive line is going to have to protect Derek Carr way better this year. And then, you protect your quarterback, that's a beautiful thing, and the guy will be able to throw the ball, like I said, down the field to his new weapons that he has on offense in Henry Ruggs and Edwards and Lynn Bowen Jr. On offense as new receivers. So those are my keys for the Raiders to be successful this year. The offensive line is going to have to keep Carr protected, and defense. I'm calling you guys out this year, Paul Gunther. I'm calling you out this year. Do some blitzes on defense. Blitz. Do something. Do something. Play man. Or none of this zone stuff or whatever. But defense, I'm calling you guys out this year. It's about time you guys step it up and play some hard-nosed defense. I mean, we got teams that are coming in here that have explosive offenses. So, I mean, week 2, that matchup against the Saints, that's going to be a test. Even going to Carolina, that's going to be a test, even though that's a rookie quarterback and a rookie coach. But, defense, you need to step it up this year. I'm calling you guys out. Raider Nation wants to see the Raiders defense step it up, and offensive line, keep Derek Carr protected. All right, Raider fans, if you like this video, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think the keys are for the Raiders to be successful this year. I gave you 2 of my keys, and those are my 2 important keys that I think the Raiders need to do to be successful this year is keep Derek Carr protected, and defense, you need to step up. All right, this is Eric. I'm out. I'm late.